Today we're checking out these factory style headlights with chrome housings and clear lenses for the 2007 to 2014 Sierra 2500 and 3500 HD. If your stock headlights are getting cloudy, worn out, or just making the front of the truck look older than it really is, this is a simple replacement that can clean up the whole front end and help restore the lighting that you need at night, so it's definitely worth considering. The main feature here is that these are built to bring back the stock style brightness and appearance, which is exactly why somebody would want them in the first place. They use the OEM reflector style layout with chrome housings and really clean, clear lenses, so they fit the Sierra's original look perfectly instead of trying to force on some overstyled aftermarket design. They also reuse your stock bulbs, which makes the swap even easier and keeps things simple if you just want a clean and dependable quick fix. And if you stick with this, we'll show you that install just here in a minute. Another big plus is the sealed housing design, which helps the lights stay reliable in heavy rain and rough weather, and you're not gonna get that condensation cloudy look that you get on some old stock lenses. This is a great option if your current housings are faded, cracked, or full of that hazy look they get from sun damage, and you just want the truck looking right again without spending LED or projector headlight money. When it comes to the construction on these, you are getting reflector style headlights with clean chrome housings and clear lenses, all inside a sealed assembly. That sealed construction helps keep the moisture out, while the chrome reflector surface and the fresh clear lenses help restore the light output and the clean factory style appearance. As far as the pricing goes on this, they're gonna come in right in the mid $100 price range. For a pair of 2 OEM style replacement headlights, that's a really solid value in my opinion, for a part that can really improve both the look and the everyday usability of the truck without breaking the bank. Now when it comes to the install on this one, it's gonna get rated just a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, since it's a direct fit install, and it's just gonna reuse those factory bulbs to even further simplify the process. And you can get this job done in just 1 hour of your time, or even less if everything goes smooth. Now let's see exactly how this install process goes with a quick video from one of our American Trucks customers.
The tools I'm gonna need to do this today are a little impact driver with a 10mm socket on it. I have a 10mm combination wrench. I have a pair of channel locks. I have a screwdriver, and I have a ratchet with a size 7mm socket. The mounting hardware for the headlights right here. There's another one underneath of this cover, are size 10mm, and these are your 6mm or 7mm, I'm sorry, bolts that are screws that have to come out. These are just on the trim piece above the bumper here. They'll have to come out in order to get to another mounting bolt that sits back in here on the side underneath. I'm gonna start by removing this entire cover right here by all of these push pins that are in it. I call them plastic push pins. I've got one that I already started. That's what the screwdriver and the channel locks are for. You can get underneath of this and pop that push pin up, and then you can just go underneath and pull it out, just like that. And that's how they come out. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the rest and I'll get back to you. I've now got all the push pins and I got the cover removed. As you can see, it's gone. There are a total of 8 push pins. There's my cover, there's all the push pins. Now you can see the 10mm mounting bolts for the headlight assemblies right here. There's one right there. There's another one right here. And then there's another one that's down in here on the side. That's why you'll have to remove this portion of the plastic cover, fiberglass cover, whatever it is. So I'm gonna start out, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna remove these 2 mounting pieces. And I also have to remove this screw too, so you can get the grill and the headlight. The headlight actually goes in and kind of hooks around the grill. There's another slide piece down that helps you align your headlight down in there that you can't really see. It's anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and loosen these, and then I'll show you me trying to work to get it out. As you can see here, I've got this one right here loose. I'm gonna remove it and hold on to it. I'm gonna remove this one the actual headlight assembly mount bolt. And I'm going to remove this one. I have those all three right here for the driver's or the passenger side. And I'm gonna set them on our cover over here so I don't lose them. Those are all 10 millimeter. Now you can see that it's getting loose, but it's still attached. This bolt was so this can come out. I don't want to take it out yet because I haven't got the lower mount loosened yet. Okay, you can see that it's loose in there, but it's not going to come out until that bottom gets loosened. I haven't done this before, but I'm pretty sure that the bottom, you only loosen the 10 millimeter bolt. You don't actually take it all the way out. I don't know how it works in there, but I think you just loosen it. So I'm gonna go down here and take the 7 millimeter right here and here loose, and then we're gonna start working this out so we can get to that last bolt. I'll get back with you whenever I get these two out. These are the two screws that hold on the cover piece above the bumper. They're removed, and I'll show you how to wiggle the bumper loose to try to get it to come out. You can see I've got it popped out already. It just kind of slides in place in there. Those screws hold it in place, and then you just kind of wiggle on it like so, and then it'll come off and it'll come loose. And if you look inside right there, there's another one of those 10 millimeter bolts. It's kind of a cutout right there. So I'm gonna get an extension and I'm gonna get that bolt loosened up, and my headlight assembly should come out. I'll get back with you in a second. Okay, I've got my extension on my driver. I'm gonna try to video where I'm reaching in to get this loose. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but you can see I've reached inside there, and I'm gonna try to, I just loosened it. I'm not going to take that all the way out because I don't think I have to. We'll see. May have to take this off a little bit more. And there you have it, it's out. So now my whole headlights assembly just came out. Like I said, I didn't take that bolt all the way loose. You can see that this is what goes down in here. And right down in there is that bolt. So you don't actually have to take it all the way out. This goes in between the washer and the frame mount. You can also see that I don't have my new headlight out here. It's here in the box, but it has to go up into this spot right here, I believe. There's a piece right here that has to go up and sit into this mount. Now I'm going to unhook all the wiring harnesses and take all my light bulbs out because I didn't get a complete headlight assembly. I just got the factory replacement housing because all my headlights, everything works. So I didn't feel like I needed that extra cost of all the bulbs. So I'm gonna remove all of those, and then when you see me next, we'll be going back with a new headlight. Every one of the holes is, I already removed this, but every one of the holes for the lights has a cover that's already been stuck to it, which like I said, I've already removed some of them to keep anything out. They have a nice seal, it looks like, so we'll see how my old lights go into the new ones, but everything seems to be pretty nice here. I'm gonna go ahead and take my old lights out of my all my harnesses and lights out of my old light, and I'm gonna put them in the new light right now, and I'll get back with you once I have that done. One thing I wanted to show was you will have to remove the wiring harness from the truck itself and the headlight, and it's right here. I don't know if you can see that, but this here has a clip that's in here. You just pull that out, and then you have to push down on, there's a release right here tab, push down on that, and you just work them apart. And then before you hook this up to the new headlight, just want to make sure there's no dust or dirt or any moisture of any kind in there before you go hooking this back up to your new assembly and installing it back to the truck. All right, I've got all of the factory lights put back into the new headlight assembly. All of these fit really tight in here, so I know they have a really good seal. There's not going to be any moisture. I still had good rubber gaskets on all of my mounts. everything went into place. They have these holders right here, as you can see, for your wires to sit in. Just like, they're a little bit different than the factory, but they're still the same. Put your wires in those so they stay kaput where they're supposed to be. And then everything should go right back into place. Like I said, I'm gonna have to work this in. I'm gonna have to work this in right here, and I'm gonna have to work this right into here. And then I have to get this front edge in around the back of here, and then we should be able to put our mounting screws back in. I'm gonna put you on pause while I work on doing that. That took me about 15 seconds to put in place. I already have my new headlight put back in place, right where it goes. It's pretty simple. You can see that the mounts are gonna line up. There's the screws, there's one there. This is already back to where it needs to be. But you can see right there where that mount is made up, and that screw's there. So I'm gonna start by putting everything together in the order the opposite of the order that I took it out. Basically, I'm gonna start putting this screw, get it tight, push the headlight in, get it tight, and then I'm gonna put this back on, get those screws in, then I'm gonna tighten the top mounting bolts. Okay, I've tightened the one that was down here. I left this loose. I'll get this after I get everything tightened and in place, because I want to hold back on the headlight a little bit as I tighten everything. I got the grill. I'm gonna do that. Notice I got the grill put back in where it was. I got this one right here. Snug. Get this one right here. I don't want to over tighten anything. You're dealing with plastic, so snug I feel like is pretty good. So far I'm really happy with it. It fits just like the factory headlight did. It looks really good in here. Now I'm gonna work this piece. So this actually goes up in between the headlight here. There's plastic pieces that sit underneath the headlight. There's little tabs on your bumper piece. They just go right up, they slide right up on top of those. You'll see them there in the corners. You just slide it up there into place. And you just kind of pop it into place like so. I just did that with one hand, so I think anybody can do it pretty easily. And then I'll put the other two 7mm screws back in, and this side is done. Put one of them is right here. Sorry about the dirt. We live out in the country, so. There we go. I'll get back with you after I get those tight. Well, I just finished the passenger side headlight, and everything seems to work. Looks fine, looks great. Looks like a brand new headlight. There's the old one. There's the new one. It's way more clear, so much more clear than the other. So I'm gonna get started on the other one. That one took me maybe 20 minutes to do. Now that I know a little bit more about what I'm doing, I went ahead, I took this bolt out, I took this bolt out, I took this bolt out. You can see my headlight bracket was actually broken off, but the piece was still there. I went ahead and removed both of these. Now, this piece, I should be able to wiggle out a little bit. It pops out. My whole headlight will just come out now. So, since I've got everything loose, I've got the light out, I'm gonna take the wiring harness off. This little clip on the factory, there's no round piece molded in here. And on the new one, there is a round piece like for a screw to go in, which you don't have any screws, you just have this clip that slides in here. In order to get it in on this new one, you have to flatten out this rounded end. As if you can see it, the rounded end on this clip. And then once you flatten that out, you can get it in between right there on the new one. But that's the only way. If you leave this rounded here, it will not go in there on the new headlight that I received. Anyway, I'm gonna change everything over to the new headlight and put it back in. Okay, everybody. I've got the headlight on the driver's side in. Everything's already tightened up, back in place. I've pushed this in, got my screws started. This one was a little loose anyway. And that's it.
That's gonna wrap up our review and install of the factory style headlights with chrome housings and clear lenses for the 2007 to 2014 Sierra 2500 and 3500 HD. And for all things Sierra, keep it right here at American Trucks.